I am State Representative Charles Booker. I represent the 43rd District, but to be more precise, I represent the Commonwealth of Kentucky and a lot of people who feel a lot of pain right now. I listened to the words of a giant, making it clear that just me being here is a testament to what progress can look like. I feel that weight right now. And our community has been through so much this year, but it speaks to generations of pain and inequity. And in this moment right now, the first thing that I want to do is recognize Ms. Palmer and Breonna's family. I have the dog tag from my cousin TJ. I carry it with me every day. They are dealing with trauma and pain that will never really go away. They have grieved before an entire nation. The world even has seen their heart break. And I know that today was just another painful chapter in a path of healing, of reconciling what can never fully be reconciled. Because Breonna Taylor should be alive today. And I also want to acknowledge a community of people who have risen up in protest, calling for justice, even in the face of being ignored, hit with tear gas, pepper bullets, demonized, called names. They've shown up every day. People like my family, Mr. Cortez, we call him C-Tez, Stachel, Katura, Shamika, so many folks that helped us ring out the cry for Breonna Taylor's name, not simply to account for what the officers did. That's critical. We'll talk about that. We're talking about that. But also to call out the fact that we have to do the deep-rooted work. That justice isn't just about what happens to these officers. It never was just about what happens to these officers. It was always about the fact that we have generations of poverty and inequity all across our Commonwealth, that so many people feel the fear of knowing that justice may not account for their humanity. I talk about it often in this building. And the truth of the matter is today, their strength is why I have so much hope. In spite of what some may want to do in seeking to cast wedges and divide us and make this a conversation about some versus others, we realize as a collective, as a commonwealth, because the people that are marching come from all corners, all walks of life. We realize that this moment is about family, and I'm proud of that truth. Let's be clear. Justice failed us today. It failed us in a way that it has been failing us for generations. We are here doing this work. I was elected to do this work because we need to make justice ring true, because it has failed. A woman, black woman, was killed in her home by the agency paid for to protect and serve her. That's wrong. There is no justifying that. And if it calls on us, and it does call on us, to change laws, to lift up Breonna's law, but to do so much more in accountability and reimagining public safety in a true sense, which is not simply more and more law enforcement being called on to be everything public safety. We have to do that work if we really want to honor Breonna. And when I leave here, I will go home to the West End of Louisville. I will see a lot of people that I love dearly hurting, even in the streets. And I want to speak to them. The last thing I'll say, this moment to me, to us, is about protecting the movement. All of us, all across the Commonwealth of Kentucky, as family, we have to do the work to make sure that we can all be free and have the liberty of being safe in our homes, to make sure that we all have the opportunity to pursue our dreams. Breonna wanted to take care of people. She should be here to pursue her dreams. We all need to commit to making community mean something, to making democracy mean something, to making justice mean something. And I'm asking you all, from every corner of this Commonwealth, lift your voices. Keep demanding change. Keep leading for change. Run for office yourself. I'm a living witness of that. But don't be quiet. Don't slow down. And most importantly, lean in with love. Love is what's going to get us through this. Love for our Commonwealth, love for one another, love for our future, our faith in one another, our faith that justice can finally ring true. Let's cling to that now, together, and keep one another safe. And we'll get through this. So that's what Kentucky does. That's what we're made of. We'll get through this together, and we will chart a course where leadership does not hide behind the law, where leadership can show the courage to speak the truth and be accountable for the lives of all of us, even if it's the life, and especially if it's the life of a Black woman. Where our leaders won't preach to us and condemn us and try to tell us how to express our pain, but will acknowledge our pain and hear our cries and be accountable to them. We're going to realize that. Breonna, thank you for being the light. We'll keep fighting to honor your name.